Testing. All right. You can cut out that other shit.
Hey, yo, hey. Yeah. Run it up, Blondo.
Hey, bitch, I'm from Texas, where we should ride in swangers and put diamonds in our niggas. For drinking some my lemonade till it look like a Pepsi. See, I come from the D where we got checks and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't fuck with Texas. Hey, we always strap, we keep our weapons. My mama from the 8, she slowed it down for me at 7. Used to think Pepsi was a god before he went to heaven. I knew what pushing P was before Gunna even said it. Hey, she zero tally, keep my weapon. And never trust a nigga or a bitch, cause it's expensive. No killers from the country, they ride horses and throw sevens. Got niggas in the east, ride ATVs with Mac 11s.
First, ho, you better remember what that sign say before you come down here to this bitch. Don't mess with Texas. Cause you know everybody around this bitch got guns, nigga.
Hey, see, I'm from Texas. We got Beyonce, Trader Truth, and we can't forget Devin. Big shout out to the boys, and I can't forget back from Texas. I've been feeling like Luca, how about that shit a blessing? Number 1 rule in Texas, keep it solid, ain't no telling. Hey, and always keep your fucking weapon. Nigga, try me other guys, we got no choice but stretch him. If he survive, he shots at first, bet he die on that stretcher. These diamonds, I got water, might just go Johnny, my next one. Hey, this Texas tea is what I drink. Sauce Walker had us dripping, Sauce having hoes in on drink. Young Nasa had us jigging, dipping, ain't know how to think. Now I got all these niggas stepping, swiping, catching plays. Hey.
Woo, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening? We are back again. I'm your host, Doc Holliday, and this is HBCU Tonight, episode 85, season 2. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like the stream, make sure that you comment, share, most of all, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. As always, y'all know how we do it. Everybody's trying to file in. You know how we get down. We simulcast between YouTube and Twitter. So all my folks that's on Twitter right now, come on to the dark side of YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and also follow me on on Twitter under my profile. All right, but man, we got some good stuff to talk about today, and and we got my guy up there here. PV versus everybody said PV 2 live. We shall see August the 31st because I will be. I'm surely is going to make my way down to Prairie View. My niece is already hounded me on going down there, so I'm going to make my way down there. So, in fact, I'd see if I could try to get some credentials and go on the website and go ahead and fill that out. Go fill that out and see what we can do about that and see everybody filing in. I know it's kind of early. But other than that, I hope everybody's been having a good day today and also been watching the Olympics, men's basketball, and the men's 200 final. I want to talk about that. But we'll do that in just a minute. Let's hit this commercial break.
It's your boy Doc Holiday. Become a subscriber on HBCU Overdrive on YouTube, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at HBCU_Overdrive on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on TikTok at Holiday1925 and on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Also, when you become an exclusive family member, you get all the membership perks. You get all the exclusive members only videos, early access to new videos, member shoutouts, and members only live chats. And also you can get birthday shout outs on here and win member when you become a subscriber. You can also hit the donation to the Cash App at HBCU Overdrive. You can hit the PayPal David Smith 1925, and you can hit the Zelle David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. Remember, all proceeds go towards the channel, not the pocket.
All right, so we back, y'all. We are back. Oh my goodness. So, man, look, let's get into some Olympic talk over here. First and foremost, let's talk about how the USA men's basketball team USA men's basketball team. Let's talk about how down by double digits today, and basically clawed their way back for a 4-point win against Serbia, against the Joker and Bogdanovich. I don't know, man. Just getting word that, Steve Kerr might not even be coaching this team after this Olympics. So I think this was a one and done. I mean, playing with the lineup, and pretty much having Joel Embiid, who was more of a liability per se than an asset. Now, against Serbia, he was getting worked. I don't want to be rude or nothing like that, but my man was getting worked. And the talk about that is the fact that he should not have been added to the U.S. men's senior national team, where he should have represented his I wouldn't say his home country, but they say he should have played for Cameroon, but Cameroon didn't even make it. But he also has French dual citizenship with France, and they said they could have played with France. He could have played with France, and we saw what we saw. But Steph Curry doing Steph Curry things, and y'all already know. I think he ended up with 26 today. Also with everybody was just, I don't know, I think everybody was just off today. Just plain off. Now I will say this, they won't I don't think there will be, they have to play almost a real complete game on Saturday against France, because And my prediction is my prediction is they are France who also defeated Germany today. They are going to the gold medal round against the United States, but they're going to basically prove, have a big lineup with Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert as the two, the twin towers. And also, how do you counter that? How do you counter that? I think you counter that with AD at the 4 and Joel at the 5. Bam comes off the bench. If you want to go quick, AD at the 5, Kevin Durant at the 4, LeBron at the 3. Or you can switch. You could put KD at the 3, LeBron at the 4, AD at the 5. You got Bam coming off the bench. You got Embiid coming off the bench. So I think that's what will happen. That game will be Saturday afternoon at 3:30. In fact, Saturday is the last day of the Olympics, and you have the closing ceremonies after the, a little bit later down that evening. So you had the closing ceremonies about that, and then basically everybody goes back to their regularly scheduled program. So the NBA, of course, the NBA is in this off season. As far as the women's go, they're going for their 8th Olympic gold medal. Nobody is stopping them. Nobody is stopping them whatsoever. And once they finish, the WNBA season resumes play when the women come back. And got some other things going on. You got the 4x4 relay, and that will you will see Quincy Wilson, the young man, 16 years old, that's from Maryland, from Bullis, Maryland. You will see him. He's running in that race to I think it's either tonight or tomorrow. I got to check on the times on that. And last but not least, let's get into Noah Lyles coming in 3rd place, getting the bronze medal, and then finds out that he was diagnosed, tested positive for COVID. And also, I think to say he has asthma also, but it's the testing positive for COVID, and then you're still coming in 3rd place for the bronze, 3rd place in the 200 meters. The only thing is, who was he around? Did he affect anybody that was around him? So that is the questions that need answers right there. Other than that, let me see. Let's get into some go ahead and get into some HBCU news. Just found out today that the board, I'm tired of reporting on them. The board for FAMU has approved the 1-year deal for Coach Crary. So now he's officially, meaning he's getting paid now that he's on staff, and basically he is he's pretty much going to go ahead and coach the team. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I talked to some contemporaries in our group chat, in another group chat that I'm in, and I feel they said that he's not going to be there after this year. And they're not saying that he's not going to be there because they're going to lose. He's not going to be there because he doesn't want to put up with the bull. And that's understandable because he's basically been pulled here and there in this tug of war between the board of trustees and the athletic director. And basically I feel, in my heart of hearts, even if he pulled out a winning season for Florida A&M, I don't think he would be there. I don't think he would be there after this season. After the season, I don't think he will be there. I think he's tired of it. I think he's not trying to hear all that stuff. I think he just want to go ahead, coach the team, get the team together, coach it, and he's probably going to be gone after that. But I could be wrong. We have been wrong a couple of times as far as having with predictions and stuff. Good evening, sis. What's happening? What's happening? Let's see, got some other. Let me see what other news we got, and let me see where we can find this on HBCU Game Day. Shout out to my guy Stephen Gaither. What's going on, Uncle Thetis? What's happening? What's going on? What we cooking, sis? What you cooking? Dry freeze my food and send it to Dallas. Dry freeze dry. And send it to Dallas. Oh Lord. I'm at the house. I'm in Dallas. I'm always in Dallas. Shoot. Look, you ain't lying. I'm waiting on ULM. I'm still debating. If I'm gonna go to Monroe. Tickets are cheap. That'll be a good turnaround trip right there. Some spaghetti. I can rock with that. I'll rock with that. Cause, bruh, I have not. Look, I'm off work, right? I've been off. I was off work today. I'm off till Sunday, right? I have not stepped foot out of my house today. I think the only time I stepped foot out of my house was probably about 15 minutes ago to get my Uber order for my food, and I have not stepped out of the house. I ain't went nowhere. I was thinking about going downtown to take some pictures with my camera and just to do a little simple photography. I was thinking about doing that tomorrow. I did not step out of the house today. I did not step out of the house today, bro. It's been ridiculous hot now, and when I'm looking at, I looked at on my watch, my little notification. They say it's supposed to get some rain, but you know what I'm saying? It's you know how it is here. You know how it is here. But let me try to see something right here. Latest news. All right. So of course, let's go ahead and pull this screen up right here. All right. Let's see. We got HBCU football, Hard Knocks, back for season 2. And to our surprise, it's going to be featuring Johnson C. Smith. Going to be featuring Johnson C. Smith this season. Of course, I'm not Adrian. I'm not Adrian Crook. I let you off the hook. be tread lightly. Tread lightly, Crook. I let you off the hook and tread lightly. Stop playing. All right. So, man, look. This is coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. HBCU Game Day is back for season 2 of its Hard Knock style docuseries Brick by Brick, starring the Johnson C. Smith football program with a 4-minute behind-the-scenes mini episode from the Golden Bulls' final summer workout before fall camp. So basically, this is saying what started as a spring football segment for Game Day's flagship HBCU football program, No Huddle, blossomed into its own 5-part series, giving fans an intimate look at a 2023 season that was one of the best in Johnson C. Smith football history. The Golden Bulls are coming into the 24-4 season with more expectations than ever, and have given HBCU Game Day unprecedented access for the production of season 2. Man, I think that's cool right there. I think that's real cool right there. The partnership with Johnson C. Smith football has been amazing in terms of the access they let me have. Not just with the camera, but they let us tell the story organically and really showcase the ups and downs of building the HBCU football program in real time. This is coming from the series producers, Wally Pitt. Every single day it matters. Every single day it matters. It counts. Head strength and conditioning coach, defensive line coach Kayvon Fly tells the team before their 16th and final summer workout, hammering home the message throughout the session. With this being an in-house production, you can expect season 2 of Brick by Brick to come in a bunch of different forms of content spread throughout the Game Day digital space. We're starting the season with a shorter hype video type episode, but fall camp may end up being a 30-minute piece or longer. I'm really trying to let the story dictate what type of episode comes out of it, which as a creator is a dope space to be in. Pitt says about what to expect from the second season of Brick by Brick. So full episodes of season 2 of Brick by Bricks starting Johnson C. Smith football will air exclusively on HBCUGameDay.com and the HBCU Game Day app, with featured content being regularly uploaded to Game Day's YouTube and social media channels. Man, I think this is cool though. I think that is a cool idea. I think that, hey, Adrian, you good, man. Just tread light a little bit, man, because some folks just hit me up later. But no, I think this is a cool idea. I think it, and I hate to say this, I hate to bring them up. Okay, we check that out. I'm gonna check that out too. I'm really gonna check that out for real. But I think it's a good way to get students. It's a good way to get folks aboard to see what goes on with your football program during the summer workouts and then during your fall sessions and stuff like that. I just think this is something that, like I said, I hate to bring this name up, but I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it. Even though the docuseries that was on Amazon is called Coach Prime, you kind of pick up what we see as far as when you have somebody that's good at production. You follow the lives of certain individuals. They all have a story to tell, and it's a good way to try to, like I said, it's a good way to try to put your school in a positive light. Now, I would say this, just be careful with how you put this stuff out, because some people ain't video friendly, some people ain't photogenic. But I think this is, like I said, this is a good way to get some content out. And I think a lot of schools, schools that have a good media team, where we see one with Prairie View, and I would say with Jackson State. I think Austin could put out some pretty good content, and we can actually showcase it, and you can showcase it on the YouTube channel for your respective institutions. So I'm going to check out that No Script on the Hill. I'm gonna check it out for real, because my dog Lionel told suggested it. Check it out. I'm gonna check out the Brick by Brick and see how that goes. And like I said, it's not a good way. Don't say it's a good way. It's a bad way, because with that documentary, I've already had issues. I had issues about that too, because at the end of the day, you don't put your student athletes out there like that. Something like that. And it was, to me, I would say it was a gift and it was a curse. The gift was Nugget was able to put what he was going through out there. The curse was you had an egotistical and narcissistic coach who really didn't give two shits about it. If you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get what I'm saying. But yeah, it's still, like I said, this is a good way to get like, especially with Johnson C. Smith being a Division II school in the CIAA, to get them out there and get them going, because they did have a good season. They had a great season last year. Nobody expected them to go 7-3, and then nobody expected them to get picked for the Florida Beach Bowl. So, like I said, it's a good deal. Of course, we talked about the Coach Crary for FAMU getting his contract approved, and it was after 113 days, which, like I said, that is ridiculous. And if I'm Coach Crary, most people say if I'm the coach, I'm not coaching afterwards. I'm not coaching the team afterwards, right? Can't do it. Won't do it. Don't need to do it. Let's see what else we got. Now let's go ahead and let's hit this good commercial break right now, and we'll be right back, and let's get into it. Let's get into the show. What's going on, Mr. Haynes? Be right back.
Yo, it's your boy Doc Holiday with HBCU Overdrive, and I am proud to sponsor Merch Sports. Check out his new line of collection, the Black College Football Fan Club collection. It's basically designed to show support and give respect to the rich history and tradition of black college football. And as you already know, the best college players had to play at HBCUs before integration. So go ahead and check it out over at shopmerchsports.com. Merch Sports. Merch for the sports enthusiasts.
All right, we back, y'all. We are back. We are back. So, first and foremost, we got the list. All right, now, let me stop this right here. We have the list for the Aeneas Williams preseason award. All right. So let me go ahead and see if I can get this up. All right, so we got the 2024 Aeneas Williams Award preseason watch list that it was announced to. Actually, it was announced on the 7th, so that was yesterday. But we have some familiar names that's going to be on this list right here. And we have some names that's on this list that we shall see. We shall see that they can basically come through. And appreciate you, sis, for the donation, man. I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of the way tonight. So So the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame, in collaboration with Draft HBCU players and the Paycom Jim Thorpe Award, today unveiled the prestigious 2024 Aeneas Williams Award preseason watch list. The announcement highlights 19 standout defensive backs from HBCUs at the Division I level, headlined by last year's winner, Howard defensive back Kenny Gallup Jr. The Aeneas Williams Award is sponsored by the Chickasaw Nation and is the first of its kind dedicated exclusively to recognizing excellence in HBCU football. It is awarded to the top defensive back who not only shows excellent on-field performance, but also embodies strong character and athletic prowess. Below is a watch list for the 2024 Aeneas Williams Award. And here you go. So we got Devin Allen, that's a senior at Norfolk State, followed senior from FAMU. Darren Burton II, Hampton is sophomore. Karvansky Decius. Try saying that 3 times fast. Who is a senior at Morgan State. Kenny Gallup Jr., who's a graduate student at Howard. He's on this list again. Calvin Henderson, a senior from Grambling State. Carson Hinton, a grad student from Howard University. All right. All right. Horatio Johnson, a senior from Southern University. Teron Mallory is a grad student from Norfolk State. Jackson's very own Robin McDaniel, who's a grad student at Jackson State. Imari Pate, Alabama A&M. He's a sophomore. Jason Pravard, sophomore for Morgan State. Karan Prunty, senior for North Carolina A&T. Canary Simmons, Texas Southern. He's a senior there. Andrew Smith, coming from Alcorn State. He's a senior. B.J. Washington, Jackson State, and he's a sophomore. And last but not least, Deco Wilson, grad student at Florida A&M. These are the dates to know. So, like I said, yesterday was the day that the preseason watch list was announced. Followed by when November the 5th comes, the semifinalists will be announced. December the 3rd, the finalists will be announced. And then on the 13th, the day before the Celebration Bowl, that's when they will announce the winner. And then in February of 2025, they will have the award banquet in Oklahoma City. So it says you want to follow for more details on the Aeneas Williams Award. And to follow in-season updates, visit the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame website and follow the Paycom Jim Thorpe Award social media channels. So it's this. I think this is a good thing to have. I think this is a good thing to have. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 sophomores on this list. Let's see who we got up here. We got Mr. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Ford? Uh-oh. Can you hear me, Mr. Ford? All right. Can you hear me? Let me see something. All right. All right. Can you hear me, Mr. Ford? Let's see. He might have technical difficulties on his end. All right. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay, I can hear you. Yeah, I'm here.
All right. All right. What's going on down in Atlanta?
Hey, man, you know that they getting ready for them Falcons, man. The Braves are just falling apart, and all these people, you
Come
know,
on,
they
man.
bought up all the tickets for the dome. I think they sold out all their season tickets.
For the Falcons?
Yeah, they sold them out. Yeah, you know that. I don't care
Oh,
how uh, horrible the Falcons are. These people know for about Doc. I think it's been what 50. I have to look it up. I think the Falcons have been here 55 years. Is it 55 years?
no,
They
they
came
came
in
in
66.
96,
What is it?
58 years.
66?
50, yeah, they came in
Yeah,
68,
because I
66, 58
remember,
years.
yeah, because I think I've been watching them all my life. I remember when they had people like Norm Hector, Norm Van Brocklin with the first two coaches. I remember Randy Johnson was one of the quarterbacks, Bob Berry. I mean, people from way back, man. Claude Humphrey, Art Malone. I mean, you name it. I can go down the list. I had kind of put them in the, I left them alone for a while, and this guy named Michael Vick made me fall back in love with him. Mhm. Yeah,
Hey,
I left him
hey,
alone.
I'm a Cowboys fan, but I still look. I love Michael Vick, man. He was
Yeah, man, I loved him too, man. I thought he was the world. I just thought he redefined the game at quarterback. I really did, because to me, I tell people all the time, he was great basically with his legs. He could throw the football, but we didn't really have that kind of air attack. He was
right,
great with his legs. His legs is what got him drafted #1 from Virginia Tech to the Falcons. It wasn't his arm. It was, and he could throw the ball, but he could run it.
right, right. So, so the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame pulled out the list for the Aeneas
Hmm.
Williams Award, the preseason watch list.
Uh-huh.
We got some couple of names on here. Kendall Bowler from FAMU that you know about.
Oh yeah, he's the truth.
Uh,
I love him.
Kenny Gallup Jr. from Howard, who won the award
Yeah,
last season.
yeah, he can do it.
We got a couple of Karan Prunty from North Carolina A&T.
I got to watch him. You got to put me on him. I got to watch him.
He's a long range, about 6'2", 190,
Uh-huh.
195. Play more on. He could press. He could play off. He could play off ball.
Right.
He could cover in the slot. So he's a do-it-all type cornerback. We got B.J.
Yeah.
Washington on this list as a sophomore from Jackson State.
Right.
From what I'm hearing,
Now,
I think he's all the way
what's
healthy.
BJ's hometown? What's BJ's hometown?
BJ is from, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's from Madison.
Oh, okay. So he's close, right? Isn't that close?
Yeah,
That's close to Jackson, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, we got Robert McDaniel. He transferred in from Alcorn.
Yeah, I've heard that's the kid from Alcorn. Yeah, I've heard a lot about him. I heard a lot about him.
So he's
there were a lot of people upset that he did. There were a lot of people upset he wasn't on the first team all conference team preseason.
Oh, I was one of them.
Yeah, there were a lot of people upset about it. I've heard. I really have. I've got to watch him. I've heard a lot about him.
Got a couple of kids from Morgan on here. Provard and Decius. I think one plays safety, the other plays corner. Deco Wilson from FAMU is on here also.
Right, I've heard about him. Yeah.
Let's see. We got James Burgess from Alabama State.
I'm after
Devon
watching.
Allen
I gotta
from
watch it.
Devon Allen, Teron Mallory. Yeah, Devon Allen and Teron Mallory from Norfolk State. They are on here also.
Right.
They're on this
Okay.
list also. So I think it's a good list. I think it's a good list.
Historically, we in black college HBCU football, we've always had outstanding defensive backs. I mean, there's never been a period when we didn't put some DBs in the NFL. We've always had outstanding backs from all of our schools. I mean, you look at our schools, and we've always produced defensive backs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about from when
Yeah,
I started keeping up with.
I think I started hearing names like, of course, played for my Cowboys, Everson Walls, who needs
Yeah,
to be in the
yeah,
Hall of Fame.
that's right. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, and Grambling got to get it together and put that petition together and send it to the NFL. That's right. It's
Right.
long overdue. Everson should be in the Hall of Fame. And just like Jackson
Everson
needs to get
Walls,
Harold Jackson in there and Jimmy Smith in there,
Jimmy Smith.
among
Jimmy
others. They need to get
Smith
them in
that
there.
made his case.
Yeah. And so it should be a case made for Harold Jackson.
Yeah, we've been saying that. I think we've been saying that for the longest.
Listen, I remember a period in the NFL, nobody could match up with Harold Jackson. This was in the early 70s. He was playing with a guy named John Hadle with the LA Rams. Nobody could match up with him. Not even the great Mel Renfro and all them guys.
Yeah, you got Mel Renfro. That's who of course he used to destroy my Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That other guy on the other side, what's his name? Green or Herb Adderley? What was the other corner's name?
Adderley was that from was at Kansas City.
Herb Adderley?
I thought. Oh no, you talking about the Cowboys? I think I'm.
Yeah, Herb was on the other side of Mel Renfro.
Herb was on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, Herb Adderley, because I think Herb had come down from Green Bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Herb Adderley was. Now is he in the Hall of Fame?
Adderley? No, I don't think
Well, he should be. Listen, is Mel Renfro in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, Mel Renfro been in the Hall of Fame.
Well, Herb Adderley should be in there too. Herb Adderley should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Mel Renfro always been in the Hall. He's already in the Hall of Fame. I was thinking of. Let me see. Now, this name comes to mind because my grandma used to talk about him because they went to high school together.
Uh-huh.
And that is Abner Haynes.
Yeah. Now, Abner just passed, right?
Yeah, he just passed.
Yeah. Abner was a Dallas Texan, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's in the Hall of Fame or he's not?
I don't even think he is. But he went to so he came out a year. So my granny came out of Lincoln in 1954, and I think he came out in 53.
So what was his college? What was his university?
North Texas. At the time, it was called North Texas College, which is UNT now.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think he was.
That's the same school Joe Green, Mercury Mars, them, right? Isn't that Joe Green, Mercury Mars? Yeah.
Joe Green.
Dwayne Campbell.
All of it.
You know, Dwayne just died, I think, this week.
Yeah, Dwayne Thomas. Yeah, he just
died. He died this week. He was explosive too. Now he was a big back with a lot of speed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he passed away this week.
Yeah, he passed away. I think he was 77.
Monday or Tuesday. I think that's when I seen the report.
Yeah,
but yeah. So we got some. We also got some news. Let's see what else we got. What do you think about? Let's talk about the Olympics. What do you think about United States? They were playing Serbia earlier.
Now I didn't see the game, but I heard they dominated, right?
No, Serbia had them down.
Oh, they did?
Double digits. Yeah. I watched it I watched it on Peacock, but I know it's come on tonight.
Now, what was the final score?
I think 94 to 91.
Oh yeah, I got the total wrong. Oh, I didn't know it was that close. I didn't know that. That's the Joker, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know it was that close. Mm-mm. I was thinking it was
Yeah, it was close. It was a close game. It was a close game.
Oh, okay. Maybe I get a chance to see it.
Bogdanovich was lights out again. They shot 15 for
That's the guy
39
with the Hawks.
three-point range.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And the
yeah.
Saints.
I know who you're talking about back down. Yeah.
Mm. So Serbia is playing for they're going to be playing Germany in the consolation game.
Mm-hmm.
And now the United States and the host country, France, are going at it on Saturday.
Well, the United States should win that, right? Huh?
They're what they say. They're what they say, but if you got the matchup nightmare, really is going to be whoever has to guard Wembanyama.
Okay. So will he play like a 3-4 or will he play in the post?
Oh, Wemby can play in the post. He play outside. You talking about long 7 foot, long rangy, and got handles.
So you don't think they got anybody that can be physical with him?
AD could probably be physical with them, but it's gonna be a big height advantage right there. He gonna give up some the height with him, but also if you start Embiid, and we kind of had this argument the other day that Embiid should not have been on the team because he knew that he was hurt, and then two, he has he has dual citizenship. Somebody said he
But let
should
me
have
ask
played
you this
in
question: Do you ever think he'll be a champion in the NBA? Because I don't.
Nah.
There's something missing there. I don't know what it is, but there's something missing. One time I used to why he was 7 foot and all he wanted to do was take threes, but then he stopped doing that. He did try to come down in the post, but it's just like it's something missing there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's not that dog or he ain't got that fire in him. I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you something now. The thing that I gotta say about him, and this has not happened in the past. Usually Philadelphia, they will trade you. And they have been very patient with him. Now, usually Philadelphia and New York are two of the hardest places to play when you're not bringing championships and they're paying you a lot of big money. But they have been very patient with Joel Embiid. That's not like Philly. Because Philly is like I told you, like Jackson and Fam and Southern and Jack and Grambling. They're very impatient fans.
Embiid biggest enemy is his availability. That is correct. He stays injured all the time. You don't know.
But I'm just saying, I remember one time I thought that what's the guy they call the Claw? The one that went out to the San Diego. I'm not saying he went to the LA Clippers. Remember, he won the championship in Toronto. You know what I'm talking about? He's from San Diego State. Yeah, I thought Kawhi just outplayed him, outclassed him, everything. Remember they met up in the Eastern Conference Finals that year? Yeah, I thought Kawhi just outplayed him.
Can France shoot the ball and do they have good guard play? They are streaky shooters, but they do have good guard play because they got Evan Fournier, who played in the NBA. He's the 2 guard. I'm trying to figure out who the point guard is. A kid. This guy named, his last name is Stazel. So if they can play in rhythm and they can, if he can actually control the basketball, they have a chance of being in the game, but I don't think they will win the game. Now,
Well, let me ask you this: the kid that went,
uh-oh, I can't hear you, Mr. Ford. What you say?
drafted, he went first round. He was French. He's on France's team, and there was a kid that the Washington Wizards drafted. Is he
Frank
on?
Frank Ntilikina is on the team, and what's the Kulalala? I can't pronounce that kid's name, but it starts with a C. Yes, he's on that team also.
Okay. Well, hopefully I get a chance to see him. Yeah, hopefully I get a chance.
Yeah, this would have been a better match. This would have been a better matchup for the United States if Germany would have won today. You talking about going up against Mo and Franz Wagner. You got Daniel Tice. You got and your point guard is Dennis Schroeder. And so I think it would have been more. I think it would have been pretty much, but really, I to be honest with you, to be honest with everybody, the team that would have gave United States fits if they would have had all their players available would have been Canada. It would have been Canada. So let me get Mr. Ford back up here. With Canada, you don't have like if they would have had Zach Edey, if he didn't have to play in the if he didn't play in the summer league, if Memphis would have said you can go play for your country, your home country, and he ain't playing in the summer league, you got that kid right there, 7'4", close to 300 pounds. That's your height right there. Then you have Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins would have came and played, for Canada this year. I think they would not have lost against France, and they would have gave the United States some fits because you got players on a team that is pretty much almost similar. They have the similar type roster to the United States. You got SGA coming in as your point guard. You can flip. You can actually flip between SGA and Jamal Murray playing point in the two guard. You would have had Andrew Wiggins playing the three. You could have had RJ Barrett coming off the bench. You got Dylan Brooks that could have came off the bench. Your four would have been Dwight Powell, and then your five would have been Zach Edey. All right, we good now, Mr. Ford?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. I was saying that Canada could have gave the United States fits.
Yeah, and who was missing? You were talking about some people were missing.
Andrew Wiggins and Zach Edey. So
Andrew Wiggins would have played with Canada?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wiggins from Toronto.
Whoa. I remember his dad. His dad played at Florida State. His dad was named Mitchell Wiggins.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he was from Toronto. And you said who was the other person? You said Zach
Edey. Mm-hmm. Zach Edey.
Okay, the big guy from Purdue.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. They would have gave fits because they had a team. They had a team similar to the United States.
But let me ask, how do you think Zach Edey is going to do in the NBA?
I think he'll do well in the NBA. The pressure ain't gonna be all up on him.
Does he have a perimeter game, or can he handle it? Or because all I saw was they would dump it into him and he would dunk it or lay it up. I've never seen him take a shot.
I mean, I don't know if he got a game between 12 and 15 feet, but I know he is.
And does he have a game between 12 and 15 feet?
Right. I just know that he is a traditional big man. Put that man in the block.
Hey,
throw
Whitley.
it down there.
Yeah.
Throw it down there. Drop step.
Right. The old classic style. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you think? Does that equate to the NBA? And by the way, who I'm sorry, who picked him up? Who drafted him?
Memphis.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Take pressure off of John.
So he'll be with the great Morant. Yeah, that's what I said. He'd be with the great John Morant.
Mm-hmm. John Morant could and guess what? This moves that having Edey there, it moves Jaren Jackson from the 5 to the 4.
Yeah, that's more of his position, right?
Mm-hmm. And moving from the 5 to the 4.
You remember his daddy? You remember his daddy played at Georgetown.
With San Antonio. He played with San Antonio.
Yeah, he played. Yeah. Remember when Georgetown had about from New Orleans? Remember Perry McDonald, Jaren Jackson, and they had somebody. It was 3 of them from New Orleans, I think. Dwayne was it? Man, it was 2 of them guards. Wait a minute. One guard was named what? Dwayne. He was a McDonald's All-American. He was from New Orleans. One kid was a guard. He was from Gonzaga there in D.C. Mark something. I want to say that he was Bryant. He was from New Orleans.
What year did he come out?
Huh?
What year did he come out?
They, one ladies early.
Okay, so he played on that.
They played with remember that guy was named Reggie Williams. You remember Reggie Williams?
Yes, yeah, Reggie Williams. Yes, he's from Baltimore.
Reggie came out of Dunbar High. Right, yeah. That's right. Led him to his freshman year. They won the national championship. I think it was '84. They won the national championship. But remember, John Thompson was dipping down into. He went into New Orleans. He brought back a kid named Perry McDonald, Jaren Jackson, and he brought back a McDonald's All-American guard named Dwayne Bryant or something like that. Hey, somebody from New Orleans. Wasn't that kid named Dwayne Bryant? One was named now Perry McDonald. He went to a regular school. He went to a public school. Dwayne Bryant, I think, he went to a Catholic school.
Okay.
I don't know where Jaren Jackson went. Yeah, but that's when Georgetown went into New Orleans and got them kids.
So this was before. This is after. This is Patrick Ewing, and then you move on to
this after Patrick.
This after Patrick.
Yeah, this is when they had Morning. You had a boy named Smith. He was a guard. Like I said, they had a kid from D.C. named Mark something. He came out of Gonzaga High School. Yeah, that's that era. They were after Patrick Ewing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they used to see, but yeah, they were gonna have some issues. Canada was gonna give the United States some fits if they would have had all their players available. So they were gonna see with the Olympics. Then Noah Lyles, talk about Noah Lyles. He basically won the 200 with COVID. I mean, he played third in the 200.
Yeah, I heard.
He had COVID, plays third. That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. And my girl Shakari, she on the 4x1 relay.
Did they win?
She doing her thing. Yeah, she doing her thing.
They won the gold.
I think if they won the gold, I got to check and see. I'm gonna check and see on that later on today. Later on tonight.
Oh yeah, man, that was a classic race that Noah Lyles had in that 100 meters with that guy from Jamaica. That was a race, man.
Oh man, the whole island pissed off.
Man, listen, that was a classic race. That's what you call a photo finish, bro. That was a photo finish, man.
Said 4x1 final is tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That's tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Is that tomorrow night? Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So then let's talk about this, man. After 113 days, the board finally approves the 1-year contract coach Pat Crary.
Okay.
And
What'd you say?
I was saying that after 113 days, the board of trustees finally approved the contract for FAMU head basketball coach Patrick Crary.
Yeah, I saw what Shaka Smart spoke up for him. I read that somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And if
Yeah.
I'm Coach Crary, after this season, I'll go find somewhere else that I wouldn't want to be a part of that shit show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wouldn't even be a part of it afterwards. Can you hear me, Mr. Ford?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, I wish Coach. You say I wish Coach the best, but I lead too.
Yeah. I said that over. It's not about him. It's an
internal battle.
Yeah,
it's internal.
Until I'm going to continue to have the bumps and holes, embarrassment, fights and spitballs and all that going on. But the ladies are united,
well, after that audit came out the other day, I say everybody on the board who knew about what was going on with that donor gift, they all need to be fired. Don't go past go. Don't collect $200. Here is your pink slip, and you are fired. So, that's what we're gonna talk about. But other than that, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Or go ahead and get into the. And I titled this show, man, Tales from the Camp. Just like Tales from the Hood, Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Camp. And I really don't too much talk about camp like that. But hey, we can talk about a little bit what I've seen and what I've heard and who might be the starting quarterback coming up and who might have some competition in they camp right now. So word on the street Word on the street right now, Andrew Body is facing QB competition at Alabama State. Word on the street is that Andrew Body might have quarterback competition at Bama State. And I was talking to my guy about that. Deacon Bell, we talked about that when I was in Birmingham last month. And I just don't know what I don't know, y'all. Don't know. But they do, and y'all do know that they do have history of playing dual quarterbacks. So but anyway, let's go ahead and close this player. So Andrew Body's facing QB competition at Bama State. Andrew Body was one of the most high-profile transfers in the SWAC during the offseason, leaving Texas Southern for Bama State. The dynamic quarterback is naturally expected to start for the Hornets, but he's already faced competition in fall camp. According to the Montgomery Advertiser, Eastern Illinois transfer Jonah O'Brien has been more than holding his own in practice. Jonah has done a great job coming in with the right mindset, and he's here to compete to be a starter. This is coming from head coach Eddie Robinson, who was talking to the reporter, Mr. Jerry Humphreys. All right. We got that audio fix.
Yeah, I think you can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm going in and out. I wanted to hear what did they find in the audit that FAMU was talking about. What did they find out?
Oh, okay. So let's say my screen now. All right. So, well, from what I heard, so this is what we read with the report, with the audit report, that the president knew about the guy and they kind of knew about the, kind of the sketchy past, but he kind of bullied everybody to not say anything about it and just keep it under wraps and basically go along with it.
Oh, okay.
But the foundation president, director, Dr. Friday Stroud, she basically did not give any type of valuation of the shares that was sent to them. So basically, they would say, "Well, the money is in the bank, and we got these shares, and it's not a good look, Mr. Ford." It's not a good look.
Well,
and
yeah, it was never a good look because they were warned by the University of North Carolina about this guy. They were also warned by Coastal Carolina University about this guy. So, yeah, that's the thing, is that they were given a heads up, and they still dealt with that guy.
Yeah. They didn't want to say anything about it. So basically the chairwoman, the chair of the board, chairwoman of the board of trustees, Kristen Harper, she didn't let nobody know from the actual board of trustees what was going on. Also, they didn't tell the foundation board of directors about what was going on too. So they pretty much, like I said, they kept this hush hush. And it just, It was just not saying no laws was broken, Mr. Haynes, but it's just the fact that it does not look good on your university. So basically, like I said, if they would have accepted this $237 million, this would have boosted this would have boosted their endowment to over to 400 million. Basically, they would have been
Probably the third
the first
richest school.
HBCU, the third richest school, but the first
Yeah.
public school to break 200 million. Now that feature goes towards North Carolina A&T. They basically paid this man. They paid for this man to come down to Tallahassee. They put him in one of the nicest hotels. They paid for his clothing. They gave him a fruit basket. They paid for his flight. And you mean to tell me that if he's a billionaire, if he's a billionaire, I ain't paying for nothing. I'm not paying for anything. You knew that. I mean, I'm just saying. You knew the scam was coming. The scam was coming. But I've always said this, that they robbed the moment from those kids, that those students that were graduating that day. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But
Kofi got what he always wanted, because he wanted Robertson out, and so he's out.
Yeah, he did say that.
Well, he wanted Robertson out, man.
He did say that. But yeah, we gonna get to this camp news. Camp tales from the camp, Mr. Ford. So they say Andrew Body got competition.
Oh, so who is the competition?
So it is Eastern Illinois transfer Jonah O'Brien. So they said this is coming from Coach E-Rob. So it says Jonah has done a great job coming in with the mindset and with the right mindset, and he's here to compete to be a starter. He said, I told him I didn't bring him in to be a backup, and I want him to compete to get reps and be the best guy. Whether it's him, Body, or Zach Sims, however it works out, we just want to win football games.
Eastern Illinois gave us Tony Romo. What was the guy that was the coach of the New Orleans Saints? He's at Denver now. What's his name? He's from there. And what about Tony G? Remember the guy with the 49ers? Came from the New England Patriots?
Garoppolo.
Yeah, they were all from Eastern Illinois. I remember Eastern Illinois playing Tennessee State.
That was
in the playoffs.
I think that was in the same conference.
Yeah, in the same, and they played them in the playoffs. Yeah, Eastern Illinois. That's Dino Babers was there at one time. He was the head coach. Yeah. Dino was the head coach at Eastern Illinois. I think he left there and went maybe to Bowling Green or somewhere.
I have to check and see. I got to check that bio.
Yeah, just look up Dino Babers and see what's he at Eastern Illinois.
But yeah, this is they said competition is fierce at Alabama State.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much going back to what we saw last year when Demetrius Davis was supposed to be the starter, and then they brought in, Damon Stewart.
So where did Damon Stewart end up?
Southeast Louisiana.
Okay, so where's Demetrius Davis?
I think where is Demetrius? I don't know if he came back. I don't know if he came back to Texas, but I don't know if he came back to Texas, but yeah, he's So he started. They said he started Returned. So he began his career at Eastern Illinois, and then he transferred to Colorado State for 2 seasons. And then he returned back to Eastern Illinois for his redshirt sophomore year in 2022. He started the first 8 games that season before suffering a season-ending injury. At the time, he was one of the top 25 passers in the country for completion percentage at 64%.
Oh. Oh, so listen, I keep telling y'all, there's a lot of talent coming in the SWAC. It's a matter of who's going to coach it, who's going to coach it up. It's a lot of talent coming in the SWAC.
Now, I will say this. I said, now there is talks of a QB battle down in Tallahassee between Junior, Daniel Richardson, and Austin Hooker.
You remember his dad?
I know his brother.
Yeah, his daddy was named was it Alan Hooker? His daddy was an all-time great at North Carolina A&T. I think he played for Mo Forte. I think his dad was named Alan Hooker. Yeah.
So there's quarterback. There's a quarterback battle down in Tallahassee. Won't know until the MEAC Challenge, MEAC SWAT Challenge, whatever the hell they want to say.
They might play too. You know what? They might play too. Until somebody sets themselves aside.
Some news coming out of Norfolk from Norfolk State.
What's the news?
That Otto Coons is not taking the first team reps right now.
Okay. So who's taking it?
Let me see, because this is what we were talking about.
Is it the kid from FAMU?
You might be surprised about this.
Oh,
it ain't even him either. It's not him either.
Oh, it's not the kid from FAMU?
No, it's not the kid from FAMU. They brought in a kid that's from a JUCO.
Okay. What's his name?
Trying to get him. Trying to see. Let me see. So this is coming from Norfolk State Practice. So they say it looks like Garden City Community College transfer Jalen Daniels is still taking the bulk of QB1 reps, followed by Otto Coombs. And then they said former Phoebus High School standout Nolan James has moved from quarterback to wide receiver.
Okay.
And then they said they did not see former FAMU QB Cameron Sapp out there today.
Okay.
Last that I heard, they said that he was at home in Florida.
He was from Jacksonville, I think.
So the preseason first team quarterback ain't even taking the first team reps at Norfolk. So you know what that means right there, Mr. Ford?
Yeah.
That means Dawson Odoms is really, really trying to keep his job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, without a doubt, man. Yeah.
He's really trying to keep his job.
Oh, yeah.
If Otto ain't going to do it, I got this other kid right here that's going to do it.
There you go. That's Dawson, baby. That's always been him. He always knew when to snatch them quarterbacks. He always knew that.
So, some other looks. Lane College transfer wide receiver Jaquez Jones says that he might be the guy that could start right away. for Norfolk. They
As
said
a
wide receiver
quarterback or
Aaron,
as what?
receiver.
Oh, okay. Okay, as a receiver. Okay.
It said Aaron Moore looked good and will probably be the wide receiver one. AJ Richardson, linebacker AJ Richardson, and nickelback Dalen Long, where they said both flying around the ball today. I
Okay.
guess that was yesterday. But you got some news, like I said. There's some news that's coming out of the camps. And I know I don't get me wrong, for everybody that want to say this, if you so in the SWAC, if your name ain't Miles Crawley, if your name ain't Jacobia Morgan, if it ain't Xavier Langford or even Avion Smith, what's another team that kept their quarterback? Or if your name ain't Jace Wilson, I would say your job, your starting spot should be fine,
Mm-hmm.
but do not get lackadaisical because you got some dogs that's right behind you.
Oh yeah.
That's ready to take your number one spot.
Yeah.
Now, Miles Crawley, he might have some type of competition, but it's his job at Grambling.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's his job at Grambling. I don't think Coach Joseph is going to, unless he has a very bad game or if he's hurt, he is not going to take out Miles Crawley whatsoever.
No. Yeah.
Because that is his key to winning a football game. Jace Wilson, same thing. You the SWAC newcomer of the year. Same thing. Now, Jacobian Morgan, I wouldn't say tread lightly, but you should have, the job should be yours, but just look behind, just don't look behind you, but keep your head forward because you got a QB named Cameron McCoy that's from Eastern Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is on your heels.
What about that kid,
So,
Zach McDonald?
Zach McDonald, I haven't heard too much about Zach.
Okay, you haven't heard nothing about him?
I haven't heard nothing about him. But I just know that Jacobian done took most of the QB1 reps.
Right. Mm-hmm. Has class started at Jackson?
No, class starts. In fact, I gotta take the man child back to school on the 16th.
Oh, okay.
So he moves in on the 16th. I think they start back the following week, the next week.
Right.
I would say look, everybody else is fighting for a position.
What's the word with them kids out there at quarterback at Prairie View? Anybody heard anything about that kid from that transferred from the University of Houston? Is he going to be the starting quarterback for Texas? For Prairie View. Who they saying number one at Prairie View? You heard anything?
Blue said might be Cam Peters.
Or it might be Cam. I know Blue likes Cam. Blue, I like that kid from the University of Houston, man. That kid from University of Houston I like some of that stuff I see in him.
Yeah, me and Blue, we talked about that. We talked about this at SWAC Media Day, and he was like, it might be the kid. It might be Cam Peters that might be the starter for Prairie View, which is not a bad thing either.
And he's coming from where? Where's Cam transferred from where?
Let me see. Because I'm gonna need majority of these athletic pages to update they dang on to update their roster, all the info, because I should not be seeing 2023 2023 roster. Let me see. Well, y'all see my phone. If y'all see everything on my phone, y'all be mad at me. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this? All right. Let me. All right. So 2024. There we go. Cam Peters. He transferred in from Kilgore College.
Oh yeah, the JC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know about Kilgore.
Yeah, nice size. 6'4", 210.
Oh yeah.
And let's see where's okay, Lucas Coley. He got
Yeah,
size
man.
on 6'2", 220. He's a grad transfer, so from U of H.
That kid got some special stuff, man. I've seen him. Okay, that guy can lead a team, man.
So it should be it's gonna be a QB battle, and I'm gonna see who gonna be the starter. We got to
Yeah.
see who the starter for that Saturday, and it's coming up because we got
Oh yeah.
got 2 Saturday. After this Saturday, we got 2 Saturdays left. Yeah, we got 2 Saturdays left. But anybody else who ain't got no starter, man, like it's a battle. FAMU battle. Alabama A&M could be a battle, but I'm thinking he's gonna go with Xavier Langford first, and then he's gonna switch over to he gonna go and switch over to Avion Smith. That's what Connell Maynor does.
Yeah.
Pine Bluff is in a quarterback battle because I think they said the QB from last year he transferred out.
Where did he go?
I don't remember. I would have to talk to Blue on that right there.
Okay.
You got Southern that's going to be in a quarterback battle. They don't know about if Noah Bowden going to lead the team or not.
Well, I think they'll probably start out with it. Now they tell me them kids that there's 2 redshirt freshmen. One's from Atlanta and one's from Baton Rouge. They said that kid from Baton Rouge can really go. So, like you say, they sniffing on his heels.
And from what I'm hearing, out of Alcorn camp, it is a QB battle between Tyler Macon and Xavier Vaughn.
Xavier's from where?
That kid is from. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go ahead and get this. Oh no, let me see. Let me check to see. I'm checking on it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, they also got a QB, a redshirt freshman QB, and a guy named Roderick Hartsfield III out of Waxahachie High School here in Texas. So I'm trying to. Still got Trey Lawrence on the team. So Tyler Macon. I don't see anything about the kid. I don't see anything about this kid. I'm trying to look for him.
Which one of the kids is that?
So he's not even on here. So it's going to be between. I think it's going to be between Tyler Macon, Trey Lawrence, or the freshman. So hey, they got something to choose from. Oh, I forgot. Valley do got they returning. They got their starter returning quarterback come to Jerry Williams, the big lefty.
And who is that?
Valley.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Now, got a question for you, Mr. Ford, coming from Cedric Walker. He says, what do you think about Central Howard, South Carolina State, basically the MEAC, as far as QBs go?
Well, I was going to say, first of all, I love all them coaches. That's Trey Oliver, that's that Scott guy, and that's Chennis Berry. Them three great coaches. I know that. I think all of them gonna be in it for the MEAC, but don't leave out that Morgan State, man. I think Morgan State's ready to do something, man.
I'm about to tell
I'm telling some people this week now, Howard, that's not a 1-year thing that happened with them going to the Celebration Bowl. That guy Scott is good, man. And my whole thing with this Chennis Berry guy is you got to watch him. Chennis trying to take over black college football. I know what he up to.
Now, I said this about Morgan. Morgan State's defense is ferocious.
Yeah.
The offense needs to pick up what the defense is giving off.
Yeah, he made some changes. He got a new offensive coordinator.
Got a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Now, they went 4-6 last year. Now, it should have been 5. It should have been. I'm gonna be real with. I talked to my guy Banks earlier today, and I told him, I said, on the real, y'all supposed to be 7-3. He was like, "Nah, we supposed to be. We could have been 8-2." I said, "What you mean 8-2?" He said the other game that Morgan had played last season, and that they put themselves behind the 8 ball, was the game against Towson, because Towson only had Towson picked off Morgan 4 times, but Morgan held Towson to only 20 points. That just lets you say something. That just lets you say a lot about that.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be a breakout year for Morgan. I think the Bears are ready to emerge.
Yeah, and then the game when they played Yale, I mean that game, they said the game was close in the first half, and then the second half, because what his words were. The defense got tired.
Right.
Yale just went in on a full out offensive blitz and beat them by 42. That's the only game where they gave up more than 20. They gave up more than 24 points.
Right.
So, and then also remember, they driving down the field against Akron. They had the lead. The game was 21. The game was 21-17. They have the lead. If Carson Baker would not fumble that ball, and it was a scooping score for Akron, you would have said that was one of the biggest. That would be one of the bigger wins in Black college football last season. In fact, in FCS football.
Oh yeah.
Then
Now they beat Richmond, right? Didn't they beat Richmond?
They beat Richmond. They held, even though they lost the game against Central, they held them 16 points. They held it, and then they lost to Howard. It was 14-7. They held Howard to 14 points.
Yeah,
Howard couldn't do nothing. They just couldn't generate no offense.
Well, they got a new offensive coordinator coming. Well, I can't wait to see him. I want to see what he's got. I've seen the guy they got that's the quarterback. He's dual threat. Mm-hmm. He runs like a 10-800 meters. Can run it and throw it. He can really run it. So I'm trying to see, how they gonna coach him up, because that's what I keep telling people. We getting athletes, we getting personnel, we getting talent. It's about these coaches. It's about these coordinators. It's about these head coaches. Mm-hmm. And whoever got the best head coach, the best AD, the best coordinators, the best position coaches, the best support staff, that's who's gonna win it. That's who's gonna end up in the Celebration Bowl.
So
we getting talent. We getting talent, man.
Yeah, if Morgan's offense could average 24, if they could average 20, give me 27 points. You can average 27 points with that defense you got. Yes, you're going to the Celebration Bowl. You're winning the conference because nobody wouldn't be able to run on you. Morgan plays press man coverage when it comes to when passing. They got the defensive line, which is almost damn near NFL, like an NFL type defensive line. They got the linebackers that can fly around to the ball. They got the corners and they got the safeties. They got the defense and they got the defensive coordinator who can match that type of attitude that they have.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, that guy's really good, man.
So think about it.
Is his name Sewell or Sewell? What's his name?
Anton Sewell. Yeah.
Yeah, Sewell. That's right. Mm-hmm. That guy's good, man. I saw him a couple of games.
He was down at Alabama State for a minute.
Yeah, but then he left Alabama State and went to Morgan, right?
He went to Morgan, yeah.
Yeah, he's good, man. You know what? If that offensive coordinator comes through for them and put that kid in the right offense, because they got size, they big too. Morgan's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they, like I said, man, the key is quarterback play and that offense coordinator. That's going to be the key.
I think they should have switched quarterbacks early in the season, though.
Yeah, you talking about the kid they got now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He should have played more early in the season instead of towards the middle.
Yeah. I want to see him, and I want to see what kind of offense this new offense coordinator going to bring. He's coming from New Mexico or somewhere, so that he's got to be wide open now. He's got if he coming from the Lobos, is it the Lobos he's coming from?
The Lobos, New Mexico Lobos.
Yeah, they're gonna be wild. That means they're gonna be throwing that football, man. Unless Coach Wilson stops him. If he coming from that West, brother, it's gonna be wide open.
Well, he actually ran the ball a little bit more last year too. If he was coming from the Mexico, because
Okay.
Ja'Cory Merritt ran for over 1,000 yards last year. He came from Alabama State.
Yeah, I remember Ja'Cory. He was good. Yeah, he was really tough. I was shocked when he left Alabama State, to be honest with you.
I think he's somewhere. I think he's somewhere else now. I think he transferred to another school now
Damn.
to finish out.
Another transfer. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
He might well stay in Montgomery. Man, please. That vagabond life.
Well, they made it like that now. As far as with all these with this legislation and stuff, they made it like that to where these kids.
Yeah, they can make it legal, but you got to have some sense. You got to have some sense, man. Jacoby could have just, with all this going here and there, he could have stayed in Montgomery. He could have stayed in Montgomery. You just said he had 1,000 yards. What'd you say? I'm in 16 touchdowns. How many touchdowns did you say? And then you leave again? Come on, man. Please. That's stupid.
And New Mexico had a winning season last year, too.
That's what I'm saying. So where did he go?
Where did Ja'Cory go? Let's see. Trying to see where he went. He's at Arizona now.
Oh, he's at Arizona?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I know Jed Fish had that program. Who has it now?
Let's see.
Because Fish went to Washington. He's up with the Huskies. I don't know who got Arizona now. They had a pretty good team last year. The Wildcats did. They going into the Big 12 too.
Yes, sir. They better get ready for it.
Yeah, man.
It is Brent Brennan, who is the head football coach.
Oh, okay. You know where he coming from?
San Jose State.
Oh, he's at San Jose. Okay.
I still say the best head coach Arizona had was Dick Tomey.
Yeah, the Delta Swarm. Yep. Teddy Bruschi and them. Yeah, I remember them. Yeah, Delta Swarm. Teddy Bruschi put in his years with the New England Patriots.
Yeah, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. So he had, as when he was in New Mexico last season, he ran for almost 1,200 yards on 189 carries and had 17 rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many years of eligibility does he have left?
This is last year.
Okay.
And he got named to the Doak Walker Award watch list.
That's Jacoby? That's Merritt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay. What I see said what's his question right here?
Said, what do we think about the SAG? He said he think Fort Valley is ready to take that crown now that Black Thanos is gone.
Hey, it should be Fort Valley. Don't forget that boy over there. I'm not that boy, but don't forget the guy over here in Birmingham, Fairfield, Sam Shade, and don't forget the FAMU quarterback. What's his name?
Albany State.
Yeah,
Quinn Gray, Albany State.
Quinn Gray. Now the big disappointment in Tuskegee, in SIAC is Tuskegee, man. They got to get that program has gone way down. Man, at one time Tuskegee was dominant with Willie Slater. Since Slater's been gone, I'm not impressed with the quarterback, Aaron James. I'm not impressed with that.
I said this. I was like, look, why, like I said, last season, just watching those games just made me think like, man, these boys can play football too, and they can hit, and they can run, and they can throw, they can do everything. They can do everything that everybody else on the D1 level could do. I said my team that will win the conference will be Miles.
Yeah, that guy's good, man. You talking about Sam Shade?
Yeah,
that guy's good, man.
I have Miles winning the conference.
Yeah, I can see that too. But don't sleep on this guy. The guy at Fort Valley. What's his name?
Sean Gibbs.
That guy's good, man. I've seen him too. I've seen him in person. He knows what he's doing.
I got Fort Valley on to the right side. I think they'll represent in the bowl game. If they're still going to continue the bowl game, and Miles is going to go into the playoff. They'll win the championship, go to the playoff. But I'm going to be honest with you. My sleeper team in the side, and I keep saying this, the boys in purple and orange from Duval County.
You talking Edward Waters? Oh, yeah. But let me tell you, one thing we got to give the SIAC credit for is the elimination of them divisions, and now they pick the best two teams to play for the championship. That's the best thing they could have done, man. I really like that. That was a good administrative move. I wish the SWAC would wake up and do it. I wish they would wake up and do it. Because everybody understands now you want to pick the best two teams.
Now, coming out of Wilberforce, I heard that the Marauders got a pretty good team up there, too.
Yeah, I got to see. Now, when do they come down here? When do they come south?
I think they come early in the season. They come season. Let me pull up Central State.
Yeah, that guy that's at Central State used to be the head coach at Fort Valley. Okay, Haynes wants to know that Miles beat a D1 team last year. They beat Alabama State. I don't know if that was
Alabama State.
Yeah, in Montgomery.
They beat Alabama State and almost beat Pine Bluff too.
Well, beat Alabama State in Montgomery on their yard. That guy Sam Shade gonna be in the SWAC of the MEAC soon. That guy's good, man. He might get that Alabama if Maynard don't get right. He might get that Alabama A&M job.
Somebody said they don't want to see him over there in Huntsville.
Yeah, he knows his stuff, man. I remember when Sam played. Sam played for Gene Stallings, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won a national championship.
Did you say he had Antonio Langham on the squad
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, Sam was what, strong safety or was he free safety?
Sam was strong. Antonio Langham was the DB, was corner.
Yeah,
hold on. What you talking about, Andre Rising? Hey, don't be bringing nothing new up in here, man. What you talking about with Andre Rising? What you talking about with Bad Moon?
Yeah, he need a job. They say Andre Rising that gone bankrupt, man.
All these former Falcons try to get a job, just like these former Oilers.
Them Oilers got them jobs. They ain't crying. They got them.
They got them.
The Blue Boys got them.
First game for Central State is against Morehead State in Morehead, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Then they gotta go all the way to Michigan to play Grand Valley State.
Grand Valley used to be a power in Division II.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the guy that coaches LSU, didn't he come from Grand Valley?
Talking about
what's the head coach at LSU's name?
Yeah, Brian Kelly. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
yeah. Brian Kelly was at Grand Valley.
He did.
Yeah.
So they down south. They'll be Central State be in Georgia, Savannah State, September the 14th.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then they play Albany State in Rochester, New York, for the Frederick
I heard
Douglass
about
class.
that. That's right. I heard about that.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be at Alabama again. They'll be at Alabama October the 5th, Fairfield.
Oh, they'll be at Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good class.
They got homecoming against Clark Atlanta October the 12th. In Wilberforce, they go to Jackson, Tennessee to play Lane October the 19th. They'll play Tuskegee in Ohio October the 26th. That's Military Appreciation Day. They'll be at Columbia, South Carolina to take on Allen November the 2nd, and then November the 9th, they have last home game, which would be probably senior day against Kentucky State, November the 9th. So other than the first two games, I think the other two toughest games that they will have will be against Albany State and Miles. But I won't sleep. On Clark Atlanta. I won't sleep on them.
I got to get over there and watch them.
But yeah, that's a schedule that they got. Will it result in they win the conference? Nah. I think they'll be chilling at home, but it's a step up though. Because they just got their football team back not too long ago, right?
Who's Allen?
Central State.
Yeah. Let's see. After Billy Joe left, it was Rick Comegys, and then I think it failed after Rick left because Rick left Central State and came to Tuskegee. And then after that, I don't remember. And then it looked like you're right. I think they kind of folded and then they came back. Because people don't remember, man. In the 80s, they dominated black college football. The Marauders was something else, man. I remember them guys. That's Vince Buck. Art Buckner? They had a kid from, he was a quarterback, Herman something. He was from D.C. They had a guy went down there to the New Orleans Saints. He was a defensive back.
They had the
guy that, Hugh Douglas, what about the guy played tackle for the Dallas Cowboys, Eric Williams.
Eric Williams.
Yeah, he was from Philadelphia. He went out to Central State. They had some guys, man. They had some guys at one time, man. They really did. Yeah, they dominated, man.
I'm looking at this HBCU Go schedule I got on my wall. I done pinned it up to my wall now. It's to my left, and I'm just looking at the games on here and like, which one do I really want to watch?
Man, I'm gonna be watching all of them, man. I've got shoot, man. All the games are gonna be televised, I think.
Yeah, I'm like, which one I'm gonna watch? And then we already talked about CIAA, y'all. CIAA, the team to beat out there is going to be Virginia State. But like I said, don't count out Virginia Union.
No, that's right. Don't count out Virginia Union. Fayetteville State will be in there.
They gonna come to play. Let's see what we got on the horizon with But like I said, when it comes down to camp talk, it's really, you could talk about it, but it's really nothing. It's really not as much you could talk about, because you're going up against you're going up against yourself pretty much. Now, just got word about what was the cause of death for Jacoby Jones, and they ruled out that he died of natural causes. And it was caused by long-term high blood pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Hypertensive cardiovascular disease, high heart disease caused by long-term high blood pressure was listed as cause of death for the 40-year-old Jones. The New Orleans East native came to Division II HBCU Lane College after one season at Southeast Louisiana in 2003. It was an immediate star in the SIAC, making all SIAC a wide receiver and returning for all 4 years. It's crazy. That's why we just need to make sure we got to take care, got to check yourselves out. We got to take care of ourselves. I know I'm coming to the point where I'm coming into the age of colonoscopy, colon cleanse. What's some other things I got to do? Prostate checkup.
That's everybody, dog.
I really want to do this. Nope, but I ain't got no choice.
Yeah,
I got kids. I got kids, cuz. But yeah, man, you gotta make sure we get out, get yourselves checked out, cuz. And he was still on staff too at Alabama State.
Oh, he was still on staff?
Yeah, he was still a receivers coach.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So the Golden Tiger Sports Network will get an upgraded connection with the SIAC HBCU Go partnership. So Tuskegee is expanding their digital network with HBCU Go.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, I want to see that program come back, man. That program is falling. I'm serious. Willie Slater did wonders. After Willie Comegys left and went out to Jackson, Slater came into Tuskegee. Slater had a juggernaut, man. Since Slater's been gone, Tuskegee just ain't been it, man. They ain't been it. I want to see that program come back. That's the winningest black college program in America. They got over 700 wins, I think.
Yep. Winston-Salem State confident in its offense as 2024 campaign gets underway.
Now, who's the head coach up there now?
Winston-Salem.
Is it Robert Massey?
Let me get that. Let me check. The perfect person who could answer that question will be Stephen Gaither.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, is it that defensive back, Robert Massey?
Let me see. Yep, you are correct.
Yeah, Massey had a pro career. I'm trying to think, was he Detroit? Now, Massey was what, NCCU? Where did he go to school? Because I think he played he went to NCCU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in the league. I remember when Massey was in the league. He played defensive back. I want to say he played with
Wait a minute, that's the Robert Madison used to play with.
Yeah, I think so. Remember, he was it Detroit? Who was his
Yeah,
team?
I think it was Detroit.
Yeah, he played with a guy named Earl. What was Earl's name? Earl was a prolific quarterback at North Carolina Central. It was Gerald Freylon, and then it was Earl something. Because Earl came out to Jackson State and played against what was Earl's name? What's Earl's name? He was big time quarterback at North Carolina Central. Was it? Let's see. Robert Clark, I think, was the wide receiver, and then Earl. Darn, I can't think. He came after Gerald Freylon. It was Gerald Freylon, then it was Earl. What was Earl's name? Earl was a bomber, man. He was a bomber at Central. Used to throw to this boy named Robert Clark. Robert, I think, went to the league too.
That's where I remember him from. Robert Madison used to play for the Cardinals, Saints,
Yeah,
Detroit,
that's where I remember.
Jaguars,
That's right.
and the Giants.
Yeah. I wish you could look up Robert Clark to see what that guy's name, Earl. It was Earl something. He played at North Carolina Central. He was a big time quarterback. This was in the 80s. I can't think of Earl's name. He threw to a kid named Robert Clark. I think they came out to Jackson State. I think they played Jackson in the 80s at the vet.
Yeah, he graduated from Central 1987.
That was Robert Clark.
Yeah.
What did they say the quarterback's name? He played with a prolific quarterback named Earl something.
I don't think what's called gonna give me all that info right there. Wikipedia.
Or just look up the leading passer in North Carolina Central's history. His name will come up, Earl something.
Let me see. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, the most leading passer in North Carolina Central history. That guy's name has got to come up.
Freylon.
No, it's Gerald played before this guy. Gerald was there, and then this guy Earl came after Freylon. His first name should be Earl.
Okay, let me see, because I'm looking at
leading passer in the history of North Carolina Central.
See, 85 stats.
Yeah, look up 80. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. About 85, 86. See who was after. He was the quarterback after Gerald Freylon.
Harvey.
That's him. Earl Harvey. That's him.
Okay.
He was something else, man.
Yeah, he threw for over 3,000 yards that year.
Yes, sir. Earl Harvey. That's him. He used to throw to Robert Clark. I think they went up and played Grambling in Yankee Stadium. I don't know what year, but I think they played Grambling in Yankee Stadium. That's him, Earl Harvey.
Now I got a question for you, Mr. Ford.
Uh-huh.
What do you think about? And I said I didn't want to talk about this, but this came about. So what do you think about? They said about over at Colorado, locker room violence. The locker room.
He's on his way out. I've been reading that mess. He's on his way out, man. That sideshow up there is about to end. Them people gonna get them out from up there, man. See, the national media is making them look real bad, and what the media is doing, what the the national media is doing. They're going to force Colorado to have to make a decision. Now, I still say, and y'all need to talk to Blue, North Dakota State is going to beat Colorado, man. They're going to beat them.
Oh, no, I've already said that.
Yeah, they're going to beat them, man. It's too much mess up there. They're going to get him. He going to be gone, man. I'm telling
You
you, the media
said,
is setting it up, and they're making them look real stupid. They basically have gotten Shadua out of the Heisman race, because they're telling everybody don't even vote for him and all of that. Hey, KD, how you doing? But yeah, they're gonna run them out of Boulder, man. They're gonna run them out. The media's gonna get them out.
yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna get them out, man.
and then what do you think about the video? If I don't know if you've seen that video over at
Which one?
Hoover.
Oh, you talking about the coach humping the players and all that?
Yeah, pull the player off of him. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I don't even understand that, man. I don't know what's going. I don't know what that's about. I don't even understand no stuff like that.
So I think it was the defensive coordinator and the head coach. They resigned.
Yeah, they should. They should.
Nah, I think they should have got fired.
Yeah, I don't even understand.
See that
what's
I don't see. To me, if you do something wrong, I think you shouldn't have the luxury of collecting no type of unemployment or your pension or whatever, retirement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think you should just go ahead and get fired. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's the thing is, that's something that you can't come back from because it's all on social media now.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what? Because I'm sorry, if that was my kid, if I'm the parent, you're gonna have to see me right then and there on that field.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
You're gonna have to see, like, you really gonna have to see me. Man had COVID and still plays third. Oh, you said what happened, EA? So the video, it was a drill, right? Because it was a drill. I think it was a defensive drill or something like that. And all you see was the coaches, the head coach, and I think it was defensive coordinator, like pulled one of the players off of the other guy, and then he got down on him and started hunching him. I'm like, hold on now. Time out. Time out. Time out. That's a kid. You're a grown ass man. You was a grown ass man. You have to see me after practice. You're gonna have to see me, not even after practice, you're gonna have to see me right then and there on that field. On that field. That just, man, it's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really crazy.
So
yeah,
it's just one of them things, like, man, shoot. And then somebody slipped me something about South Lake Carroll is they getting a civil rights suit filed against them. But that ain't nothing new to South Lake. It's a bunch of affluent and uppity rich white kids.
Right. So what's the suit about?
Bit of minorities, huh?
What's the suit about?
They always had problems with the civil rights. It's like some kids are getting their civil rights, their civil liberties and civil rights violated.
Oh yeah.
And the school and the district is not doing anything about
it. Is this Unstoppable right here? Unstoppable 25?
Uh-huh.
What does he say?
Yeah. He said, "Do you think Rick Scott, who's the AD for Colorado, has any regrets about hiring Deion?"
Well, they like all that money Deion brought out there, but he's a headache. Deion's a headache, and he's unconventional. He's a liar. He's a deceiver, and he doesn't care anything about any of them kids but his own kids. And so, what's going to happen? He's going to play. He's playing out. He's playing out. He's playing out. You know, what goes around comes around. The lies and the deceit that he did down there at Jackson State, that same karma is going to come to him in Boulder. You watch and see.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
As you have done unto others, so shall it be done to you.
That's what my granny used to tell me.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's woo. It's crazy. It's crazy. I ain't had too much. I haven't heard too much about Alabama, but I heard.
You didn't say anything about Southern? What's going
Southern,
on with them Jaguars?
I don't know. I haven't heard too much about Southern. I think he keeping his stuff under wraps.
Did they ever publish their 24 roster yet? Because I was looking before I went to school, before I started back to school. I never did see an updated roster. Did they ever see?
Everybody should have everybody should have their updated roster now.
Oh, okay.
They should have it now. Oh snap! They said my camera is frozen on the live. Let me see. All right, let me see. I gotta check on my.
Yeah, I agree with you, KD. I think so too. It's a much anticipated season. Everybody can't wait to that 24th, that 0 week. And I've been hearing about it every day, even from our ladies. They talking about it. All of them say they got the tickets and everything. Doc, I gotta try to go. I gotta try to see them when they come in for the SWAC MEAC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because everybody's talking about it. Yeah, this is going to be a much anticipated season, man. It really is.
I'm just ready for it to just come on and jumpstart itself.
Now, this is the really last hard week of camp, isn't it? Everybody, okay. Next week, will the schools be open or what's?
So I think students are coming back in. I think students are coming back in next week. I know, because I think right now it's volleyball and football that's on campus now.
Right. Yeah.
So and then I think basketball comes in, and then the rest of the students come in. So they're gonna get I think they get the freshmen in first, and then they get all returning students coming in afterwards.
Well, so what's the date for the freshmen?
Freshmen will be moving in early next week.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this weekend. Yeah, freshmen is this weekend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So usually when the freshmen's coming in, camp is ending. Oh, it says, I know. Okay, Unstoppable says, JSU students move in Saturday. Usually when the students are moving in, camp is coming to an end.
Right.
Yeah. So the hardest part probably was this week. The hardest part of camp is probably this week.
You think so, Mr. Ford?
Yeah, this is hell week this week. Shoot. Because school's about to open.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right. You're right, Unstoppable. Yeah, how many we're 2 weeks away from the SWAC MEAC, right?
Yes, sir.
2 weekends away. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It said Hell Week is next week. I'm having issues
Hey,
with my calendar. Don't even
Cedric
worry about
Walker,
it.
you know her name is Harris. Our next president. Now she was a Kappa Pearl. You done gave her any money for her campaign? She was a Kappa Pearl up there at Howard. Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. Harris was a Kappa Pearl. She was AKA, but she was a Kappa Pearl. Mr. Noop, Cedric Walker, did you give her any money for her campaign?
Let me see.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
she was a
he
Kappa
said she was
sweetheart
a
at
sweet.
Howard University.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got the nerve to run around talking about she ain't black. Shoot, how black can
You
you
know what
be?
though? You know what though? I laugh at that.
Me
I
too,
laugh.
because I think it's stupid and ignorant.
I'm just totally laughing at that. I was
Oh,
like,
okay, all right, bro
what's that?
Walker. Noops in this Noops, what they say, diamond in the sky, ain't it? Noops all over the world. What's that? You remember Lim Barney used to always do his thing with Charlie Nick. Remember Lim Barney used to be with BET. He used to always say, what did he say? He said, Noops of the world, diamonds in the sky. Noops of the world, baby. That was his thing, boy. Lim Barney. Jackson State.
But yeah, it's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
Diamonds in the sky.
Diamonds in the sky. Noops of the world. No, noops all around the world. That's what he say. Noops all around the world.
Oh my goodness. So on to this presidential race.
Huh?
On to this presidential race. I don't talk about politics that much. You know, Mr. Ford, I don't talk about politics. But she gonna be our next president, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, she gonna be the next president.
She gonna be our next president. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
care what anybody say. I don't care what anybody say.
Yeah. Yeah, she gonna
going
but
to
she see the mistake that Bill Clinton's wife, Hillary Clinton, made was she didn't tie up the electoral system, the electoral college. This lady, she's learning. See, Kamala learned from Hillary. See, Hillary beat him by 5 million votes, 3 to 5 million votes.
Right.
But what put him in the White House was the electoral college. And so this lady has learned from that. And she's tying up those electoral college votes down. She's going to be president of the United States. But here's the thing, guys. Let's be realistic. He's going to call for a revolt because he's going to tell them that he was cheated out of this and that and that. And he's going to call for a revolt and he's going to get it. He's going to get it. He is going to call for a revolt.
Either he's gonna call for a revote, he's gonna call for he's gonna say the election was stolen from me.
Yeah, that's what he's going to say.
Or he's gonna say let's mount up and go back to the Capitol again.
Well, it'll because they're organized, and I'm gonna tell you, the number one state is your state. It's Texas. The number two state that will lead the revolt is Florida, and then my state is in it too. And Alabama and Arkansas, all of them will fall in line because they had a picture one time. It's 25 states support Greg Abbott, 25 states was supporting Joe Biden. So I mean, don't let it fool you now, because he's gonna call for a revolt. He's gonna call for the what you call them people, the Proud Boys and all of them to do their thing now.
I'd rather for Greg Abbott to roll off a damn cliff.
Hey, he's got a lot of support in the South, man.
I was saying, Greg Abbott, stand up for your right, but I forgot he can't do it.
And then the Trump 2.0 down there in Florida that them white folks don't even like. What's his name? Didn't he go to Harvard? Yeah, didn't he play football for Harvard or for Yale?
I don't even know what he did. Shoot.
Yeah, he did. He played football for Harvard, I think. Yeah. I think he played football for Harvard.
I'd rather have Rick Perry. And he was a cheerleader for Aeneas.
Yeah. And the thing about Unstoppable J.D. Vance, Trump don't even like him. He don't even like J.D. Vance.
Why did he pick him in the first place?
His sons picked him.
His son's dumber than a box of rocks, too.
That's what I'm saying, but they picked him. Because, see, the thing about J.D. Vance is he thinks he's supposed to talk more than Trump. And you know Trump hates anybody that talks more than him.
All of them dumber than a box of rocks.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what's running this country.
It said J.D. Vance worse than Sarah Palin.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this football season, man. I can't wait.
Said first debate is scheduled for September the 10th this year, next month.
Oh, okay.
He got 4 weeks to get his shit straight.
No, what he'll hope for is that nobody fact checks him, and when he lies and continues to lie, nobody stops him. That's his whole thing. Because you have to understand, he's not well read. And so when you're not well read, you just throw stuff against the wall. And the main thing you do is you just lie. It was the Washington Post who kept up with every lie that he told while he was president. They got up to 24,000. They stopped counting. He got up to 24,000 lies. And so they stopped counting.
Oh, snap. What's that? What's her name? Cindy. What's her name? Cindy McLaughlin. Sydney McLaughlin. She just got I think she got a world record in the 400.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got Mr. Nick Eden up in the building. What's going on, sir? I'll keep asking. I'm keep telling y'all keep trying that woman. Y'all keep trying that woman. She said, if you got something to say to me, say it to my face.
Oh, yeah. Hey, when you talk to Mr. Mona?
Been a minute. I haven't talked to her on the phone.
Yeah, okay.
Said Trump asking for 3 debates. What 3? You know what? Yeah. Go on and give up let's go on and turn the White House black again.
Yeah, but he's gonna cause a lot of chaos and confusion. He is. He really is.
But yep, got some like I said, politics coming up, politics heating up, football season get ready to start right back up.
Yeah, I think they had a high school football game here tonight. I think Westlake and Mays. Westlake is a big time high school here in Metro Atlanta. Turns out a lot of D1 players.
Ain't that where Cam Newton went to school at?
Yeah, that's his school. That's his school. Yeah. Yeah, that's his school.
Okay.
Yeah, they played I don't know if it was a full game or jamboree or something. I think they played tonight. They played Mays.
So
Mays is
y'all call y'all jamborees is like y'all preseason. It's like
yeah, that's right, them
scrimmage.
preseason games. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll probably get started maybe the week before Labor Day or the week of Labor Day. That's right. Yeah, Cam Newton went to Westlake. Yeah. He had a brother that went over to Grady. The brother that left. He had a brother that played 2 years at Howard University, and then he jumped up and left Howard University. And I don't know what happened to him after that. I think he went to Auburn, and then he might have went to William and Mary.
Oh, you talking about Caitlin?
Yeah. He was 2 years. He was quarterback at Howard University.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we talked about this. I was talking to Sid yesterday. And he was asking, so you gonna do high school games? I said, I'm gonna try to go to a couple of them here around the area. He's like, so what's the first high school game you gonna go to? I said, well, I said South Oak Cliff goes to Houston to play Galena Park North Shore.
Whoa, wait a minute. That's that quarterback school from Alabama State, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They go down there and
Demetrius
play them.
Davis. Demetrius Davis was North Shore, right?
Yep. Demetrius Davis was North Shore. And then I said, well, the first home game would be against Duncanville again.
Ooh. Yeah,
so
Duncanville probably win that national championship, right?
And that's the thing. We can't even play for no national championship. They just say here in the state of Texas, they're like, you just win a state, that's it. But they'll probably give it to us for like as far as the poll goes, man. So yeah, they got 3. He scheduled 3 6A schools in the first 3 weeks. So they got North Shore. You go down to Houston, play North Shore. They got Duncanville over. I don't know if they're gonna play at SMU because they played them at SMU last year.
Right.
But I know it's gonna be here in Dallas. And then they go to East Texas to play Longview.
And Doc, that reminds me, what's your thoughts on SMU joining the ACC? You think they'll be successful, or that they're gonna have growing pains, or what do you? In that Rhett Lashley?
Rhett Lashley is the head coach.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think they can actually compete over there.
So you think they can get
the only thing I got to do is see if their schedule is. Hold on 1 second. In fact,
I was about to say, you think, because most people say ain't nothing in the ACC football wise but Clemson. Well, I take that back. Florida State's in there. I'm sorry, I don't mean Clemson and Florida State.
I had to get my Bible for Texas football. Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine. That's my Bible. That's my Bible right there. So, let's see. They got everything.
I know SMU got to play Florida State. I think Florida State's got to come to Dallas.
Oh, that happens. I got to be at that game.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's DJ Amalaya. What's his name? DJ Amalaya.
Yeah, Ukulele. Yeah.
Because he's supposed to lead them this year.
In fact, let me see. Cause Oh, that's an American.
I know. I think FSU's got to come to Dallas. They're gonna bring a nice crowd out there.
Yes. Florida State comes to Dallas September the 28th, which is the same weekend as the State Fair Classic.
Whoa. Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
If they had the game early in the afternoon.
Well, you know what I was getting ready to tell you. If that's the same day as the State Fair Classic, the State Fair Classic will have the biggest crowd. You can bet that. Grambling and Prairie View will have the biggest crowd. That's tradition. That's muscle memory. Yeah. That State Fair will have over 50,000.
They got to predict you to go 8-4.
Who is that? SMU?
SMU. Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, now most people say that all the ACC is Clemson and Florida State now.
They don't even play Clemson. They play Florida State and they play Louisville.
Oh, that's gonna be a good. That guy's doing a good job at Louisville. That's Jeff Braun. That guy's doing a good job up there, man. This is his second year, I think. That guy's good, man. Jeff Braun is good.
So they play in conference, Florida State at home, Louisville and Stanford on the road, and Duke on the road. Pitt, Boston College at home, Virginia on the road, and Cal at home. So remember,
they can win, like you said, they can win all them games.
Yeah. So I think they could probably win against Duke.
Yeah, I think they can too. I think they can win against Stanford. I think they can win.
They got to predict the win. They got to predict the win against Stanford.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can win them games you called out them last. They can win them games. See that ACC, man. Whether they want to admit it or not, that ACC is all basketball. That's a basketball conference, man. Don't even get it twisted. Football, their thing is, it's supposed to have been Virginia Tech, Florida State, University of Miami, and Clemson. Those were supposed to be the football schools. Those are the ones that were supposed to be top 10 every year, but it hadn't worked out. Now, Florida State has come back. Dabo Swinney is dangling. He had one of the best programs in the country, and then he failed. All right. We don't know what Virginia Tech's gonna do. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I really do believe Cam Ward is getting ready to show out down there in Miami. I feel good about him, man. I feel good about Cam Ward from the time Blue was talking about him when he was at Incarnate? What's that school was called?
Incarnate Word.
Yeah, man.
Word.
Yeah, I started watching them then because I saw him match up last year against Shadua. Man, he dogged Colorado, man. They dogged Colorado. I saw the game. Oh, he dogged them. So I really think it's going to be big time down there. That's called Coral Gables. I think them Hurricanes are going to roll, man. I think them Hurricanes are going to roll, bro.
It's from what yeah, that's what they say. That they're going to roll. They're going to do something.
They're going to roll, man. Shit, they gave Cam Ward $2 million opener, baby, and told him if they win that ACC and go big on that playoff, he gonna get more than that.
Yeah. Ooh, they did. I think they did more on a like far as the schedule goes, more on a regional type thing.
Is this SMU?
Yeah, because I mean, the furthest you're gonna go east is to Boston College,
Oh yeah. Now,
Yeah,
them schools like that, Boston College, I hope SMU has gotten bigger because you're going to have to be big. Because one thing about Boston College, man, they going to have them big old offensive linemen. And if you can't match up with them in the trenches, they going to maul you to death. They going to maul you to death, man. So I hope
I
SMU's gotten bigger.
I think they did. They
Okay.
gotten bigger. I'm looking at some of the players that they got in on a high school JUCO.
Yeah.
So they didn't sign a lot for out of high school in the JUCO, but they got a lot of transfers that came in.
Yeah. You got to get big. One thing about that ACC now, yeah, when you start talking about Boston College and them schools like that, man, they will maul you to death, bro. You better have some size in in them trenches. You better be able to match up because they ain't gonna do nothing but run it downhill every play. They got that
Yeah,
little quarterback from I think he's from Waycross, Georgia, and he's
so
something else, man. Huh?
I'm looking at this with the transfers they got. They got three folk. They got three players that came from the U. They got
Right.
a player that came from Michigan. A couple of them came from Oklahoma, Texas Tech, of course A&M because A&M is a dumpster fire.
Wait,
They
Texas
got one
A&M is
that
a dumpster fight?
the Texas A&M been a dumpster fire since they had hired Jimbo Fisher,
Yeah,
and
I
then
could
you
have
let him
told him that.
go.
Yeah, yeah. Jimbo was never impressive, man. He was never impressive.
You got a D lineman from Georgia.
He's going to SMU.
Yep, Jonathan Jefferson.
I think I remember that name. It doesn't say where he's from. What's his hometown?
They didn't say where his hometown is.
They say what's hometown. Yeah. Like I said, man. I mean,
Yeah.
what more can you ask? But you got a chance to come to Dallas and to play at SMU. Man, that's a nice hookup now.
And they SMU is they are expanding the stadium, so they basically
Yeah,
closing
because that stadium used to be was 32,000, right? Was it
it seats
32,000?
32. Mm-hmm.
So what they going to now? 50?
So they add probably like maybe about another probably about 7,000 seats, and then
So they're in the 40s.
they're building.
They're
Yeah, they
doing the
made the
40s.
40s, but
Okay.
then they're adding a athletic athletic center or something like that
Okay.
in the south end zone.
That's like
So
Georgia Tech. Yeah, like Tech.
so the thing about it is that stadium, the way they had built it, it was supposed to be built. It was supposed to overlook. It's supposed to have this whole view of downtown Dallas from a view
Right.
from a distance.
Oh yeah.
But they have said like they was like you got to put if you want to compete with the big boys, you got to put in the money.
Now, y'all got money. SMU got plenty of money. Let me ask you this: is Georgia Tech on SMU's schedule?
No.
Because they got it's a lot of interest right here. This guy here, he's a head coach at Georgia Tech. He's a young guy. Brent Key. Brent has
Yeah, you was telling me about him last time.
Yeah, he got background. You know, he was on Nick Saban's staff. He was on George O'Leary's staff. He wants to he wants to make Georgia Tech a top 20, top 15 type school. He's brought in a lot of kids too, man. They got him on the cheap. You know, they wanted Willie Fritz. Fritz wanted too much money. They got him at $3 million. So they got him on the cheap. But for what we're seeing, he's going to be pretty good. I can see him clashing with Rash. What's his name? The guy at SMU. Excuse me. What's the coach's name?
Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
Lashley.
I can see them clashing. I can see him and that guy clashing.
Now, I had talked to a guy that works at the American, right? Since the head, because the Big 12 and the American, their headquarters are here in Dallas. It's literally like it. I promise you, it's literally right up the street from my house now. So
Right.
I was at work and I was talking to a guy from the American. He, we was talking football. I was talking about, about doing photography for the conference. Now he's like, well, the team that is going to be the toughest draw is UTSA.
Okay, that's Texas. What? That's University of Texas,
San Antonio.
San Antonio. Okay.
Yeah, that's the team that's coached by Jeff Traylor. Traylor is like I said, Traylor is a high school coaching legend out here because he coached at Gilmer, won a couple of state titles, won one with G.J. Kinney, to
Right.
be exact. And he, made his bones in the high school ranks, and he comes in, he took over for Larry Coker.
Yeah, I remember Larry Coker. Yeah, I remember Larry.
So he was telling me, he was like, UTSA and then Memphis are going to be the 1-2 combination. But the way that the conference is now, it's about to, because to me, the conference was a high group of 5. Because you had teams like Memphis, you had your at the time you had UCF coming out of there. You had, of course, you got Tulane coming out.
Yeah.
You had even Navy coming out of here. But now you done got relegated to having North Texas up in the conference, a UAB, a Charlotte, and FAU, and I think it just watered down the conference. So like when you lost Cincinnati, you lost Central Florida, you lost University of Houston, that made your conference that made the conference what it is.
Yeah. Especially at Cincinnati with that guy that went to Wisconsin. Remember him? What's that coach's name up at Wisconsin? He was really good at Cincinnati. He used to be the defense coordinator at Ohio State. He went up to Wisconsin. He was Joey Galloway's teammate at Ohio State.
Oh, Joey Galloway. What year was that?
What's the head coach's name at Wisconsin?
Let me see. Wisconsin.
Yeah, he's the head coach at Wisconsin.
That would be. Let me see. Luke Fickell. Yeah.
Man, listen. If Luke Fickell had stayed at Cincinnati and they had come into the Big 12, they was gonna rule the Big 12. That's the kind of guy he was. They was gonna rule the Big 12, man. That boy Luke Fickell is good, man. I'm telling you, I done watched him. He's good.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name at Texas State?
That is G.J. Kinney.
Listen, he's got a bright future too. I don't know if he's gonna stay at Texas State, but that guy's got a bright future, man. That guy's an offensive mind, boy. I'm telling you now. That guy been with everybody, man.
He's supposed to be at Tulsa.
He gonna get a bigger job. You just wait. He gonna get a bigger job.
He really wanted to be at Tulsa because that's
where
he played at.
I can see that guy. Listen, let that guy mess up down there at Baylor. I can see him sliding over the Baylor.
Dave Miranda.
Let Dave mess up this year now. Yeah, that boy right there you just called out, he'll be over there at Baylor.
And I'm looking at so I'm also looking at Texas Tech and You got Coach McGuire got some work to do.
Who is that?
You got Texas Tech, Joey
Oh,
McGuire.
oh
He
yeah.
used to coach my alma mater, Cedar Hill.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, they got a schedule. They start off the season with Abilene Christian.
Yeah, man.
Then they got Washington. They go up to Washington State, North Texas, Arizona State, Cincinnati, Arizona. Ooh, my God. And then they get to Baylor, at TCU, at Iowa State. Got Colorado at home, at Oklahoma State, and they got West Virginia at home.
Hey Doc, listen, before I sign off, listen, I want you to call down there to make some calls about that situation at Prairie View. I want to know which one of them quarterbacks, because my choice is that kid from the University of Houston. See who's the look like the starter gonna be at Prairie View now.
I'm gonna talk to my guy that's close to the program.
Okay. Listen, you have a good night, man. Let me get on in this bed.
I appreciate you. Yep.
Okay. Have a good night.
Mm-hmm. You too. Woo! Hey, my camera been messing up. I don't know what's up with this thing. It's all right though. We gonna run with it. We gonna run with it. Let me see something. Let me check and make sure that if it's up and running. Nope. That's how probably gotta do some upgrade on this thing. But anyway, appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. We have had so much fun. And Quake, I got you on your hoodie. Yes, indeed. But other than that, man, appreciate everybody for joining me tonight. More likely we'll be back on here probably on. I'm not gonna make no promises. I don't know, either tomorrow or Saturday. So we'll see about that. But other than that, y'all go out there, support the soccer teams, because the soccer teams are playing right now. Y'all go out there, support the volleyball teams, because the volleyball team is getting ready to start their seasons sometime this week or next week. And for those at Jackson State, make sure, if you haven't done it by now, make sure you go out there and get your damn tickets for the merge. You know how we do it at Jackson State with the merge. And if you don't know, you need to check it on YouTube and see how we do. Also, we have a after this week. Sure. Excuse me. We have two. 16. We have 20 days left until the season opener for Jackson State football at University of Louisiana Monroe. We have actually 2 Saturdays left. We have actually just 1 Saturday left after this Saturday for the MEAC SWAC Challenge. And then we have 2 Saturdays left for the actual official start of college football on the 31st. Then we have on the 1st, you got the MEAC, you got the Orange Blossom Classic between Bama State and North Carolina Central. We got a lot of games coming up in the next 2.5 weeks. Actually, in the next 2 weeks. When you think about it. And last but not least, since we're still here in the state of Texas and it's around this time, it is tax-free weekend. Make sure if you are going to go out to the stores and to the mall, make sure you have extra protection because it is ignorant folks out there. Also, for all those parents who don't know their children's sizes, especially their shoe sizes, I'm gonna need y'all to get that shit together and make sure you get your kids' shoe size. Make sure you get their clothing size because kids grow. Also, make sure that you get just get all the necessary things that you need for school. You know, your notebooks and pencils and pens, whatever you need for the kid to actually have some achievement for their school year. Make sure you get that this weekend. It starts tomorrow from the 9th to the 11th. So the rules of tax-free weekend, when it comes to clothing and it comes to shoes, you can buy whatever you get as far as shoes. If it's shoes, I'm gonna say shoes. Anything below $100 is tax-free. So don't think that you're gonna get you a pair of all white Forces and thinking that you're gonna get the taxes taken off of them. That ain't happening. If they were still $95, $90, you would have got your deal. But it ain't happening now. It ain't happening. Same thing with clothing. Anything under $100, tax free. That includes hats. That includes anything. Does not include athletic equipment or anything like that. All right. In fact, wherever state that you live in, do a Google search for tax-free weekend in your state, and it will tell you. So just let you know, that's how we do it. That's what they do. All right. So y'all get ready because for majority some kids went back to school this week. I know my baby girl starts 4th grade on Monday. So her summer is about to come to an end. And give all traveling grace to all the kids that are going back to school to their respective universities and colleges. And let them know, don't do no dumb shit. But other than that, y'all, appreciate everybody for joining me. And like again, for all those that want to be haters out there, all those that's fraud, for those MAGA folks that's out there, you know what we got to say to you from the Overdrive family is
man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your man.
For all the haters and those MAGA dumbasses out there, fuck y'all. But anyway, man, appreciate everybody for joining me. I'm Dr. Holiday. This has been HBCU Tonight, powered by HBCU Overdrive. For you already know, we simulcast on Twitter and YouTube. So all my folks on Twitter, make sure you come over to the dark side and hit that subscribe button. And also follow me on Twitter and on every social media platform that's out there. And make sure, if you want to, hit the join button and join us for the low price of $4.99. But as always, y'all be blessed, y'all stay safe, and you hug your loved ones. We out this thing to this weekend. Peace.